Hey there, how are you doing? How has your week been? Oof, mine has been quite a busy week. We just celebrated our 9-year anniversary of me becoming a professional matchmaker. And right after that was our Valentine party, which had been a little 2-week delay because of the ever so snow we didn't quite get, but I know it did happen in the hills. So I am really, really glad that we did reschedule for it. And with that extra 2 weeks, I had an extra 2 weeks of planning, organizing, and inspiring. And it ended up being a very, very successful night. And as one of my regular members said, that it was a very successful night and everything seemed to go seamlessly. And years of doing this, I have gotten some practice, but I will say that it just gets better and better, I guess, like fine wine. And it's really been a special experience because of the loyalty and devotion I have. My members do too. And I've been really, really blessed that we grow and we're constantly adding new people. I think we had more new people than regulars at our event. But I also really appreciate the people that keep circling back. How you show up is so powerful. You guys can count on me. And I love knowing that whenever you're single and you're ready to mingle and meet new people, you can count on the fact that I'll have something coming up. I want you to be able to focus and shine in whatever relationship you are in, whether it is learning about yourself or you're out dating somebody and you might not be to events for a little while because you got other things going on. I remember I used to take it personal when people didn't sign up again, and then I realized later they were like, oh, well, I was dating somebody. I'm like, oh, that's the goal. That's the goal, to move you guys on through. And I really want to say I applaud each and every one of you that has shown up to one of my events or added your profile to my website, because that is really an impact. It's a movement forward for you. It is a step in the direction of saying, hey, guess what? I am single and I'm available. When you participate and you engage, you make such a difference. You let others know that you're single. Now, there are people that walk into my events, circle the room, all thinking only about themselves, and they leave before everybody gets there because they've already decided there's no one for them. And that only happens a very rare amount of time, but I think about how those people just missed out. They totally missed the point. And then I look at all the people that show up with big smiles, nervous energy, but excitement and anticipation, and they hang out the whole night and they get to meet everyone that's available to talk with and interact. And they are the ones that I get to give big hugs to at the end and love on them because they showed up, not just for me, but they showed up for themselves and they showed up for the people that are there. Now, you might come to an event and go, oh, nobody in my age group, nobody I'm attracted to, but you never know who knows who. And this is your opportunity to shine a little extra. You're all in the same boat, so why not celebrate and embrace being single? And you might talk to somebody who says, oh my goodness, you've got to meet one of my friends. Or I start hearing things that you're saying and I decide to tell a bunch of my matchmaking clients about you. Just yesterday I was telling a whole bunch of my private higher level clients about people I met at our party. So it's a ripple effect of goodness when you are part of Discover Love Matches. But I want you to think about this in everything that you do. If you go networking or you're part of a social club or it's something you do religious or athletic, you're a team spirit energy of any sort, people are counting on you. They're counting on you showing up. They're looking at the RSVP list, but also they're looking forward to seeing you and being with you and spending time with you. You bring something that nobody else can bring to an event and a possibility. When you show up, I know it's not always easy. It might have taken a little bit to put the makeup on or do the hair or get a nice clean shave, get your pretty on, get your handsome on, and walk in a room not knowing if you're going to know anybody feel okay, and you just do it anyways. Yes, once you get to come the first time, at least you know you're going to see me and there's going to be one person you're going to recognize. But I had a gal come on Saturday, and the friend who had invited her originally couldn't make the new date, and she could have bailed, but no, she showed up anyways by herself, not knowing anyone. And she made a point to come up to me at the end of the party and tell me how she almost didn't make it, but she was so glad she did. And that warmed my heart so much. And many of the people there I've seen at different events. I didn't get to know them very well or talk to them much because I get so busy when I'm hosting. But to see him again made me think of more potential matches, more opportunities. It's just like giving yourself a chance. And my events have grown and evolved a ton over the years. Like there's products and services that I used years ago. They didn't quite fit me then. And I went back and visited them again, and they've improved and they have more to offer. And now I use their products and services. Same thing with me. I had a gal I hadn't seen in years. She was in my agency when I first started, and she was at the party, and it just meant so much to me that I know you guys are aware I'm going to be here when you're ready. So when you show up to something, show up to show up and keep coming back. You know how many times I have an event and somebody keeps asking me about somebody from a previous event? Happens all the time, the missed opportunity. So you need to come back again because that person might be trying to see you again. I have this beautiful lady in our group. She's been trying to see this one man she met at the first event. She wasn't quite ready to give her number. And now she has come to every single event, all in search of this handsome man to show up again. It gives me goosebumps every time. And I keep trying and hoping that this will be the one that he appears again. So remember that there are times that people are missing you and they want to meet you or see you again, or they want to tell a friend about you. So show up. Get any attitude off your shoulder. If you think you are too good looking or too handsome or pretty for anybody else in the room, then don't come. We're really not interested in that. We're looking for deep, authentic, heartfelt people that want to get to know people beyond their profile, beyond just the room assessment. I had a gal that she got a profile to review of one of my members and she wasn't super interested. And then she saw him at the party and she was like, dang, he's actually really cute and he's super nice and he's got all these great qualities. Well, she could have gotten stopped by the profile, but she didn't because she got to meet him as a real person and realize there was so much more. This happens all the time, and I absolutely love it. And I want people to realize that there's a reason I do this the old-fashioned way. I'm not an algorithm. I don't have a fancy website. I'm not really trying to pour a ton of money and effort into making it user-friendly. I just want to organize a bunch of cool people so that I have all their information, and based on your membership level, you get to access certain people. But I want you to show up. I want you to participate. I want you to participate in your own life. High five to you. I want you to know that how you show up is well noticed. I looked around that room and I noticed that when somebody walked in kind of nervous, those that were more comfortable swooped in and grabbed them and guided them and helped me welcome people. I was so impressed. Oh my gosh, there were so many times I even had to hold back tears because I was like, this is awesome. This is the vision I dreamed about, I wished upon, I hoped for. So I invite you to show up. I invite you to add your profile. I invite you to participate in your life in the best way. If you're going to put your handsome and pretty on and you're going to sign up for something, go all in. Just deep dive into that and say, it's all there and it's waiting for you. I have so many people that just kind of wait for everything to be delivered to them. And I think, oh my goodness, you're missing the boat. You have to show up on your own stage of life. You've got to participate. You've got to make yourself known as that amazing, eligible person that is single and ready. So sign up, join up, wherever you live, find some way to brighten the world around you and be that person that others are waiting for you to come back again for another chance to meet you. there are so many bated breaths waiting and hoping for the love of their life to appear, but they can't meet you if you don't participate. So what are you going to do to show up and be better than anything you've ever imagined, because you choose happiness and joy and smiles and pride and confidence, even if you don't feel it all the time and you're nervous and you're stressed? Let somebody discover you by being a part of what makes a difference. I am Jacqueline, the proud founder of Discover Love Matches, and we are here to support you to find love, enjoy love, keep love. Can't wait to learn more about you. We would love for you to like our video and subscribe. And let me know what you're doing. If you're not in our Northwest area and going to other events, tell us about them. We want to support you. We're here for you, because we believe in love, and we also really believe that when you want something badly enough and you tell enough people about it, it's going to come true. So what do you want? Tell me in the comments.